When it comes to Arby's, you'll be surprised how good it is. Just don't get the roast beef. It seems like Arby's is jumping on the spicy fast food bandwagon. They have released some of their new limited time items, and they include this Diablo Dare thing. So I figured that's what we would do today. The Diablo Dare Arby's line comes in three let's say forms. You have a roast beef Diablo Dare sandwich, a chicken Diablo Dare sandwich, and some fries. I didn't get the fries because it's just the same stuff that's on these two sandwiches. I'm looking forward to seeing how these taste. I'm assuming they probably won't be as hot as the ghost pepper Burger King from last week, because it does not seem that they are targeting, there's no ghost pepper mentioned anywhere in their marketing or anywhere like that. So these sandwiches, how are they described? The roast beef one, it is thinly sliced roast beef with natural cheddar cheese, fiery seasoning, it does not go into details there, fire roasted jalapenos, lettuce, and a Diablo barbecue sauce on a toasted red chipotle bun. And when we're talking about the chicken, it is crispy chicken with, again, the rest is the same, natural cheddar cheese, fiery seasoning, fire roasted jalapenos, lettuce, and a Diablo barbecue sauce on a toasted red chipotle bun. So I am curious about how these are going to go. Let's open them up. So that is the roast beef one. Actually, that seasoning looks pretty good. And it's your regular roast beef sandwich. Well, Arby style roast beef. And then the one I'm personally excited for is the chicken. So these are the sandwiches. I will say I guess they're supposed to indicate charriness or something, but it just kind of looks like mold. Not very appetizing there, Arby's. Come on. Overall, they certainly look enticing, I would say. Maybe not the black spots here, but besides that, the smell is very appealing. Very nice, sweet, barbecuey smell. Not too heavy. And I'm actually very curious about what this fiery seasoning is. You can see it on the cheese here. Now, I think Arby's gets a bum rap. I think Arby's gets a bad rap. Everyone else kind of, let's say, looks down upon Arby's when it comes to fast food. And I don't think that is the way it should be categorized. I think Arby's is really good, but there's one key rule. In my opinion, their roast beef is terrible. So I don't have a lot of high hopes for the roast beef version. But their chicken, their fish, their weird alternative sandwiches that they make sometimes, like their country rib sandwich, all great in my opinion. Highly recommend getting the chicken bacon Swiss from Arby's. It's a decent, good chicken sandwich. When it comes to Arby's, you'll be surprised how good it is. Just don't get the roast beef. Now, is it kind of messed up because that's what they're famous for? Definitely. But you will be missing out on a whole bunch of tasty treats if you just associate Arby's with their crappy roast beef and not how good their other sandwiches are. I mean, look at how crispy this chicken looks. I don't think you can see it from there. We will when I eat the sandwich. So that is my Arby's theory, my Arby's propaganda. Arby's is good. It's the roast beef itself that's terrible. And I wonder if that will carry on and carry over to these two tasting experiences that we have here. So let's take a closer look at the sandwich. This is the roast beef one. I'm going to have it first. Super meaty, super drippy. It's a well-stacked, well-packed sandwich. This is definitely going to make a mess. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a plate. And let's get this on here. And let's give it a shot. Get this out of the shot here. All right, let's give this a shot. This is definitely spicy. All right, initial impressions. Definitely spicy. The barbecue sauce has a very clear habanero flavor to it. If you ever had a raw habanero or a very intense habanero sauce, you know the flavor I'm talking about. There's definitely habaneros in there. The jalapenos come through really nice. You do get that flame grilled, or at least I wouldn't say flame grilled, but at least it is smoky. You can hear it's definitely spicy, definitely affecting my face right now. Makes it a bit hard to narrate, but that's totally fine. The worst part about this is, unsurprisingly, the roast beef. My theory still holds true. Arby's roast beef is the worst part of their menu. Roast beef is flavorless, basically colorless. I mean, look at how beige that is. No seasoning, no spices on there. It's the equivalent of eating paper. This, I'm going to give a thumbs down. The spice level is there. It's definitely not as hot as the Ghost Pepper Whopper, although it's surprisingly closer than I thought. And this is a much more instant heat because you can tell that the habaneros are right there in that barbecue sauce. Does the chipotle bread flavor come through? Let's try a little bit here. It surprisingly does. There's a very pleasant chipotle flavor coming from that bread. And overall, if it wasn't for the roast beef, I would definitely recommend the sandwich. All right, we're going to leave this over on the side here. Get this out of the way. And let's try the chicken sandwich. So the chicken sandwich is exactly the same as the roast beef sandwich. Just it has chicken in it. And Arby's fried chicken, in my experience, is really good. Like I said, if you're going to Arby's, you just want to get a regular sandwich, I definitely recommend trying their chicken bacon Swiss. It is my go-to Arby's sandwich. Let's see how this is. This sandwich is far, far superior to the roast beef sandwich. Why? Because the chicken actually tastes good. It is a nice, spiced, fried, crispy chicken patty. I mean, it's definitely not like a high-end chicken patty. It's a fast food chicken patty. But it stands tall and equal to any chicken patty you could get at a fast food restaurant. And I'm talking the higher-end chicken patties, not your $1.15 McChicken chicken patty. The crispiness of the chicken really adds, and the texture of the breading on the chicken and the spices on the breading of the chicken really adds a flavor component to it that helps it stand up to the really spicy sauce. The sauce is definitely spicy. It's the same sauce as the roast beef. I can definitely feel it affecting my mouth, as you can tell from the way I'm narrating. But this is really delicious, and I look forward to eating this later today. The combination of the chicken, the breading on the chicken, the sauce, the cheese, the jalapenos, it is a complex, well-balanced sandwich. And this is definitely worth the money, in my opinion. I'm going to give it a thumbs up. Each of these was $7.59 for just the sandwich, which is definitely on the pricey side. Definitely say the chicken is worth it. Beef, not so much. Most of the spice does come from the habanero. There's definitely habanero in that Diablo barbecue seasoning. Enjoyable, yes, but it does sort of take over your mouth. You definitely want the taste of the chicken to help balance out the habanero spice in that sauce. Overall, thumbs down for the beef, thumbs up for the chicken, both $7.59. The chicken was worth trying if you like a spicy burger. What do you think of Arby's roast beef? Is it actually good, or are other things at Arby's better? Have you ever had the chicken bacon Swiss sandwich? Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments on my Arby's theory about the roast beef being the worst part of Arby's. That's really all I have for you today. Please like and subscribe, it really does help us out. And thank you for dining with us today at the Brown Table.